About 5 minutes.
You guys have any questions for me? Yeah. You shy? Okay. Am I saying, does it make any sense to you what I'm saying? You have any questions for me? Okay. What do you guys like to do?
I like to have fun.
Okay. What's that mean?
Some things that make me feel comfortable. I play basketball.
You on the basketball team here?
Just a little bit of basketball.
Okay. I do. You're welcome to come over to the Y at any time. I'm a consultant, so I go over there. I train. I work with the elderly. We had a program over there called the 7th Grade Initiative. Do you have a membership at the Y?
No,
You want-
I don't live on the side.
What's that?
I don't live on the side.
Okay. I was gonna say if you could find your way over there, I can. If you want to come over there and play ball, I get you in the league over there. What do you like to do? What are you interested in? Are you bored? You don't like school?
No.
You don't? What brought you to this place? What brought you here?
They said I pushed the teacher.
You got anger management issues? No. They said you pushed the teacher or you pushed the teacher?
I ain't push him. I was by the door. He said I pushed him. But I didn't go nowhere near him.
Do you have a history of doing stuff like that? You think you got set up?
Huh?
You think you got set up?
Probably.
See,
She was like, hey, move.
I don't know all the issues and the things that will get somebody in a school like this. I come from Philadelphia, and I grew up in some of the worst neighborhoods. I ended up graduating from Olney High School, which was a pretty decent high school. My mom wanted me to. I probably should have went to Dobbins or William Penn, but I'm glad that I didn't go to those schools because living in a gang-infested neighborhood. So for me to go from where I lived at to get to Dobbins to William Penn, I knew I was going to have to fight every single day. I ended up still going to Olney at that time. I graduated high school in 1979, so I'm old. I graduated from high school, I was 17. So I didn't think from me being at Olney that I would have to deal with a lot of the stuff that I dealt with. But at the end of the day, I ended up graduating. I ended up going to Penn State. I'm here today talking to you guys, and hopefully, if you get anything from me, like you say, you like to play ball, man. What grade are you in? Ninth grade? You got your whole life ahead of you, man. Can't keep getting in trouble and making bad decisions and thinking that things are going to go your way all the time. Like, you still got a chance now to turn things around. I don't want to see you guys over here. I like to see you in a better situation where you can be on the team if you like to play ball. That's what I like to see for you. I'm actually recording this conversation now for my radio show. I don't know if you have any questions for me, but I just wanted to share some of my stuff with you and just give you some insights to what I do. Maybe it makes sense to you, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't really matter, but I'm here, so I came here to share. So.
You know Eli?
Yeah, I know Eli. How does he know me?
What?
That's my cousin. That's my son's cousin, I think.
You know Isaiah too?
That's my son.
That's his son?
Isaiah, yeah. How you know Isaiah?
Isaiah, I'm in my gym class.
No. Malik. No, my youngest son's name, his name is Isaiah, but Malik, Zephyr, you know him? He goes to Allen.
You put on the basketball team?
He got like crazy hair, like greenish, blue, gray eyes. I think he wrestled, ran track, and played football. Malik Zephyr. I took him up to Penn State a couple of weeks ago for the blue and white game. He came from Marion High School. Yeah, he came from Marion. But I know Eli. I know him. I used to teach kids how to box. I'm thinking about starting another after-school program, but I think I'm going to start a foundation because there's a couple after-school programs now, but I think I want to add an educational component to it. So I think my time here is pretty much up. So maybe it made sense to you guys, maybe it didn't, but let me know what you think of the book. Thanks for coming in, all right? You guys have a good weekend. Thank you. All right? Don't push any more teachers, all right? All right. Okay, you a big man? I'm recording this. I work with pro boxers and stuff like that, so.
6'5",
Huh?
like 6'5", like 260.
Oh, yeah, he play ball, like football or basketball? Huh? You do MMA? Okay, he probably know me then. If he anybody around, if he's in, oh, okay, he probably still heard of me. I worked with B-Hop for 9 years. Danny Garcia, Steve Cunningham. I'm from Philly, so I'm not a speaker, but I came in today to share my story. I don't want to ramble on and on about stuff, so my whole thing is, if you guys got questions for me, talk to me, let's talk. I don't want to be here saying a whole bunch of bull crap to you, stuff that don't make any sense. Let's share. Let's do a little bit of sharing. I'm taping this for my radio show.
Your radios?
I had my own radio show. I had another guy that was doing the shows for me. All-Star Weekend. Had a nice show, dope show. And a former player did the show. My moderator, which is the guy that mediates between me and whoever the guest is, screwed the sound up. So I lost that show. I did another show where I had a producer, an actor from Chicago. We did like a live skit on the air. No, I'm just saying that's where they were from, not me. I'm from Philly. So we did the show live on the station. At the end of the show, I call him up. I'm trying to figure out, why are you posting this up? Why can't I get my show? So what ended up happening was he messed the sound up. So now I have to learn about creating, developing, and doing everything for my own show. That's not my forte. I'm a trainer. I'm a therapist. That's not what I do. But I'm taping this right here show. So what I want to do, if nothing else, is share some of my stories with you, share myself with you, because I'm not a fake person. What you see is what you get. I don't have to be anything that I'm not. I'm 56. My oldest son is 35. I got a 10-year-old son. If I can make a difference in anybody's lives, if I can help you out in any type of way, by sharing my experiences with you guys, that's what I want to do. So anything you want to ask me, go ahead and ask me before I get into me. Don't be afraid. You want to ask me anything?
My mom, My mom.
Okay, mine is too right now. Okay. You want to ask me anything? Okay. All right, so North Philly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I grew up in a bad time. I graduated from high school in 1979, so I'm old as crap. So I'm 56. I'll be 57 this year. I grew up in a family of athletes and gangbangers, so through the grace of God, that's why I'm here. You know, got the opportunity to do sports. I used to love, I grew up not too far from Fraser Gym, but we moved around a lot when I was in Philly. I used to live on Master Street. I used to live on Sedgley Avenue, Allegheny Avenue, Ontario Street, Brown Street, different areas of the city. Where I grew up and where I went to high school at, I had to go through all these different communities, through all these different hoods and stuff like that, and gangs were real bad. So I had so many guns and knives and stuff pulled on me, so like for me to be here is just a miracle through the grace of God. Sports gave me an outlet. I always wanted to box. I live around the corner from Joe Frazier's people. I would see him in the neighborhood. I never got a chance to meet Ali before he died. He was my favorite boxer. Never thought for 9 years I'd get the chance to work with a world champion like B-Hop. Never thought I'd get a chance to work with Danny Garcia or anybody like Steve Cunningham. Met Deshaun Jackson, met a lot of entertainers because I had an opportunity. I worked at Universal Records because I used to love music. I'm not a rapper, never didn't do any of that stuff. I just love music. I left the music business in 1996. I moved to Allentown in 1989. My dad was shot to death in 1989 down in Kettering, Maryland, Forestville, Maryland. He was shot to death, he and his wife. My stepfather tried to kill me and my mom when I was a little kid, so I'm not supposed to be here. He served 25 years, the life sentence, for killing the dude. When I was at Penn State in my sophomore year, I got a call saying that, look at the TV, Brown is on the TV. Robbed the guy, holding the guy hostage. So he's in a hostage situation with the cops in the standoff. He was robbing people, stealing cars and stuff like that. So he was on heroin. I always knew when I got older, I didn't want to be with a woman if I had to put my hands on her, because I saw the stuff that my mom had to deal with, fighting and all the other stuff. She had to stab my stepfather a couple times, and when I was young, he tried to burn the house down. So for me, it's like, well, I don't want to grow up in this type of environment. Got the opportunity to go to Penn State on a scholarship. You know, high school All-American, I get to Penn State. Wasn't used to the freedom. See the girls up there, you don't have to go to class if you don't want to. You don't have to do shit if you don't want to. Excuse my French. That was a slip. But I'm just trying to let you know that when you go to college, you go to the next level. You don't have anybody babysitting you. If you don't discipline yourself and leave the bull crap alone, that, like I said before, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know how many of you guys will be here next year, if I'll be here next year. But the thing of what I'm trying to say to you, I want to impart to you, as long as you have your health and strength, you got somebody that believes in you, there's opportunities out here. Now, if you look at downtown with the gentrification going on, they're not building that for me. I don't know if they're building it for you or whatever. If you don't have bread, you're not going to be able to live in Allentown and have a good life unless you have some bread. If you don't have money, because they're not building it for the community. And that's one of the issues that I had when I went before the board to talk to them, because I wanted to take my business from 15th Street to downtown, because I wanted the kids that's coming up to see somebody like myself that's come from where I came from, that's not dumb, that's did a lot of stupid stuff in their lifetime, but had different opportunities, countless opportunities to come back, because you don't get to do that over, but there's other opportunities. So it's like when I talk to these people, I'm like, well, what are you doing for the community? And what community are you talking about you're looking out for? Because if I got to spend $500,000 to go into a box that's pretty much a shell, if I had $500,000, I wouldn't be here. I'd buy my own building. I'd do this for myself. So if anything that you get from our conversation today, it doesn't matter how you start out. It doesn't matter what you've been through. Nobody really cares. Who cares? You know, I've been in situations where I've been hungry, been homeless, where, you know, things didn't go according to plans for me, and it's like, man, what am I supposed to be doing? How am I going to get to from this point in my life to this point? And then I got to a point where I had a lot of things going in my favor, and I threw them away because it's almost like I had to sabotage my success. I didn't know how to deal with success. The same with relationships. I was in happy, healthy relationships. I had people that cared about me because I didn't know how to give love back, or I felt like I wasn't ready. Guess what? I pushed it off to the side because I wasn't ready for it. I didn't understand what it meant to be in a situation. Even though you don't like the crap that's going on, you man it out, you stay in there, you hang in the pocket, and you just keep trying to move forward and be progressive. So, like I said to you earlier, I'm not a speaker. I wanted to come in, just share a little bit with myself. I try to be transparent. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
All right. Try and be transparent. If I can help you out at any time. I was in Caddy for about 10 years. I had a gym out there. We did boxing, mixed martial arts and stuff like that. We trained various athletes and stuff. I had the opportunity with Austin Scott before a situation came up with him with that case that he caught. He was driving a Lotus. I'm like, you're in high school. You're a freshman going into your sophomore year, whatever year you're in school. How did you get a Lotus, and how are you driving a Lotus, man? Come on. You got the ability to change your life. I guess he had one of the prominent families out here backing him. So I guess if he would have made it to the pros, how was he as a student?
Awesome.
He was a good kid?
Never came to class.
See.
And when Paterno came to see him, he was MIA.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I guess sometimes they think the natural ability. When he came over to train me and to train with me and And in Catasauqua, since I'm a Penn State alumnus, it's like